My name is Chuck Krieser. I live up in Melbourne, Kansas, and I guided in the hunt. I don't know exactly what year, but it was probably 30 years ago. And after that, I did things around the hunt. Well, the earliest memory was I had a friend of mine that from Eureka, Kansas, and I ran into him in a meeting, and he tells me, "How come you never got involved with a hunt?" And I said, "'Cause nobody ever asked me." He says, "Well, you're asked." So, and the next year he brought a couple of guys down and showed them around, and after that, I ended up guiding people. Memorable, I think, just seeing the reaction to seniors or the kids and how they were excited about killing and how they try to do everything by the rules. So I was pleased with that. And then, of course, after that, we got started with the kids, and it even became more of an event for me. Thanks to Mike. As a matter of fact, Mike, in one of the earlier years, came out and presented the kids with their trophies. We just tried to make it like a big guys hunt, but for kids. And it'll be its 25th year next April. Most of the kids that are in it I've known because of my grandkids. Peggy and I have 12, 14 grandkids, so we know a lot of grandkids, and then they hear about the hunt and neighbors. And so most of the kids that have been in the hunt have somehow had a relationship. So, and when they win, they got big smiles you can't get off their face, I can tell you that. You'd think kids wouldn't do as well as adults, but we've had 25 kids kill 20 birds. They do pretty well. Maybe the first hunt was most memorable because we didn't know if it was going to work. And we had six young guys. That's all I could find. In a week's time, I had to put it together. One of them had already promised his sister to go to a college event in the afternoon, so he had to leave at noontime, and he did not kill a bird. Well, all five of the other ones did manage to kill a nice tom, and son guided one of them, so you know it had to be easy. For winning that, what you got was nothing. We didn't have any prizes. You got to hunt, you know. One of my friends, Steve Wilcox, after the second hunt, between the second and third hunt, he said, "Would you mind if I got the word out that we need prizes?" And by the time the third hunt round, I couldn't believe all the things that people were donating for the kids to have, from shotguns to Yeti coolers to high dollar decoys. It was amazing what a difference it was in just a year's time. And then we started losing some people. It's been a great deal, and I think a lot of people would tell you it was a fun day. For some years, we've had 3 shotguns to give out to the kids. Other years, we've had Yeti coolers that I found out afterwards were about a $250 deal, and we had 4 of those. So if it wasn't a question of people were trying to get something cheap to give the kids, they were getting something really nice and had a lot of thought behind it. I can't thank them enough for what they've done. A friend of mine now from Phoenix, Arizona, he's hunted both the governor's one shot and been a big financial backer of the youth hunt. It's just amazing how these people have helped do things. Not only do they hunt with the governor, but they will participate with kids that are a lot younger than they are. We got a lot of people to be thankful to, and I hope if they're looking at this, they realize that this is a big thanks to them, because without them, we couldn't have the hunt we have. We got overrun with armadillos, and every time I was out, I'd see a damn armadillo after they're eating the eggs, you know. So and we then 2 years ago we had a winter that was really cold, and I bet we found in my pastures and other neighbors' pastures probably 75 or 100 armadillos that I think it froze to death. If you want to know what, because I don't think this is their country. But so hopefully that taking some pressure off, and they cut back on the limits, cut back on the number of people. So we should recover, hopefully. I don't know. I just hope we keep doing it. And the sooner we get back to not having these kids have to apply for a non-resident tag, I'll like it. But we've had 2 or 3 of them from Mississippi win, and one from Oklahoma win. So we do get occasional out of state, and most of them have had connections here where family are here. We thank Mike for what he started, and hopefully we're making him proud of what he did.